Have you ever wondered what someone with 10% body fat typically eats in a day? Well, basically, I'm one of those people. Actually, I'm more closer to the 8% body fat or a little bit less than that. And today I'll be breaking down my daily eating habits. Basically, I don't really calorie count, I don't have any strict meal plans. I just do what works for me. So, a quick background about myself is I've always had a fast metabolism, and I mean extremely fast metabolism. And I feel like it's been a huge part in me maintaining the leanness that I have. That is something that I'm extremely grateful for. It allows me to really eat what I want and not have to worry about the calories as much as other people would. So genetics plays a huge role in the body fat percentage that I currently have. But typically when I wake up, I drink a full bottle of a regular sized Poland Spring water. And I did hear about recently the importance of drinking water every morning to rehydrate your body from the water that it loses overnight. And on my way to work, typically I will eat the same breakfast every day, which is McDonald's. I tend to get the same combo from the breakfast menu, which is sausage and egg biscuit with hash brown and a small orange juice. So in general, I do try to stay away from juice, but I always go for the small size orange juice when I get that breakfast meal, and I usually will eat that 3 to 4 days a week. So I don't get it every single day I go to work, but it is usually around 3 to 4 days a week I will get that. Besides drinking orange juice with my breakfast, the only other times I will typically drink juice is after I work out or play basketball, which is 1 to 2 days a week. I feel like I need something sugary to help my body recover. It's the only way I can fully feel like my thirst is quenched after I have something sweet and sugary. But other than that, I tend to only drink water. I will slip up sometimes and get some juice here and there, but mainly water is what I drink. So for lunchtime, I will typically have some leftovers from the night before, or I will go out and buy something, typically like a 50-50 split. Sometimes I may eat Chinese food, halal food, empanadas, Popeyes, could be Shake Shack. But whether it's from leftovers or I go out and buy it new, that's typically what I will eat for lunch while I'm at work. And in general, I will cycle through these same restaurants every week. So it's usually like a routine where I'll eat the same restaurants every 2 weeks. So one thing at night that I never skip is pure sea moss gel. I feel like it's very beneficial to me. It boosts my energy, my recovery, just my overall performance in general. You know, it almost feels like a testosterone booster, but I highly recommend it to any guys who work out, who have an active lifestyle. Pure sea moss gel is a very good supplement for you, and you don't have to worry about any negative side effects like with certain protein powders or even steroids. But not saying I'm comparing it to steroids, you're not going to get the same results, but it just overall boosts my health and I feel more energized when I take it. And just the last couple of things as far as fruits and vegetables, I only eat apples and oranges. And typically when I go to the supermarket for the week, I will buy 1 apple and 2 oranges, or 2 oranges and 1 apple, or 2 and 2. And that's basically my fruit servings for the whole week. But that's pretty much it. You know, I don't really have a strict eating routine. I don't count calories or portions. I'm more of a go with the flow type of diet where I generally cycle through the same restaurants, and this is pretty much what works for me. So with closing thoughts, you know, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about my diet, feel free to comment or reach out. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.